Useless.
Is it me, or are the bags under your eyes even darker than during the last round?
Thanks for the concern, Kaveh. Even though I try to fall asleep, I can't get the championship.
I know the feeling. That happens to me too when I'm agonizing over my blueprints.
Do you have any tips for dealing with it?
To be honest with you, no. You could say there are many things that don't have a quick fix and can only... I suppose you can think of it as something akin to an illness. I don't know what's stressing you out, but I can feel all the anxiety and...
Okay. You do your best too.
Looks like everyone's here. I will now explain the second round to you all. There are 3 leyline disruptors buried in the area around Aru Village. These devices can imitate the effects of leyline disruption and will constantly interfere. The first 3 who manage to finish this task will be awarded 4. Note that each person may only bring a set amount of food and water with them. And that...
Well, what do you think? Want to team up again? I shall consider letting you have the points on account of what happened in the previous round.
That's all right. I've been here many times, and in any case, machines are one of my specialties. I doubt this will be
It's good to see such confidence in a youngster like yourself. I also happen to be well acquainted with this place. But aside from us, you should remember that there's a favorite for champion.
A favorite to win?
Shh, not so loud. I mean that boy Tighnari. He took first place in the previous round, and if he does so again this time, we may as well declare this I heard that you solved the Vidya Forest's leyline effluence problem with him not long ago. Since this round involves resolving a machine-simulated leyline disruption...
That's true. It does look...
He already has Kale, who is an excellent pupil. If he were to win this round as well, then wouldn't we just be letting him, as his senior? It's my solemn duty to prevent such an inequitable...
I'll get going as well.
How are you feeling? I think I'm okay, but I'll take things slowly for now.
Is this all the water we're getting?
Sorry. That's what the rules say. While this round seems to be about how quickly you can shut down the devices, it's also testing your ability to survive in tough conditions.
I knew it'd be harder than I had expected. So we'll either need to find the devices as quickly as possible, or we'll have to save our energy and wait for an opportunity. Okay, I'll head out shortly. Thanks a lot, Nilu.
You're welcome. Please take care of yourself.
Well, there goes everybody. So, who should we visit this time? Oh, right! Didn't Farozan say that Tighnari's the favorite to win? Hey, Tighnari? Tighnari? Huh? Weird. The locator says that he shipped Tighnari. Can you hear us? You're right. Huh? Oh no. Tighnari, are you okay?
It's...
Oh, so you passed out because of the heat.
That's right. I usually bring lots of water when I go to the desert. I went through all my water very quickly, and with the effects of the disturbed ley lines, my ancestors, the Veluka Shuna, were originally from the desert. But I guess this is what happens when a species migrates. They become intolerant of...
This isn't the time for a history lesson. Let's get you...
Humans. Such fragile beings. Your bodies can't even survive extreme changes in the environment. Here, take this. Let him...
Are you serious? This had better be just normal water. Paimon really doesn't get that guy.
I'm feeling a little better.
Oh, it wasn't just the two of us.
Found you at last.
Sino, you're here too!
I was concerned, so I came back to check on you. Will you be able...
The fur on my tail is so dry, it's practically been singed right off. It appears I'm not suited to this particular round. I should probably just return to Aru.
Really? So you're backing out?
Yes. I do have my results in the first round to serve as a buff. Withdrawing now will allow me to conserve my energy. Continuing to push...
A wise decision. Let's...
it's...
Oh, stop trying to be so polite. How are you feeling now, Tainari? Do you want to rest some more?
There's some shade here, so we can
all right.
Oh, Sino and Tainari. And you've got the trap.
Oh, hey, Layla!
Yeah, the sun was too strong, so I decided. What about you?
Unfortunately not.
Withdraw?
I believe the rules do provide for such a situation. Al-Haytham did say that the act of...
Didn't I ask you if you were alright before this? If you had just decided to withdraw then, you wouldn't have had to...
Well, I had to try, didn't I? When I get back, I'm definitely going to make a batch of sun-resistant oil. Next time I venture into the desert, I'll be prepared. By the way, you're Layla, aren't you?
I did feel a little faint when I first entered the desert, but I feel a lot better after resting here for a while.
Be careful not to push yourself too hard.
Don't worry. I'm just...
Feeling the pressure?
You can tell?
Your expression is similar to the ones I see on criminals.
To tell you the truth, I'm still not sure whether Most people voted for me because of all the rumors surrounding me. Even the people who usually criticize me voted for me this time.
So their expectations are putting pressure on you.
Yes. Actually...
To be completely honest, I don't really feel... Firstly, those who expect things from you do not necessarily do so for... Next, we are researchers. Our primary duty is to interact with knowledge. As for me, I took part in this competition to advertise for an academic lecture. I think you can also try to find a clearly defined goal.
I understand.
I'm absolutely parched after...
I've still got some water with me.
No, I'll be all right. We aren't far from Aru village, so I can go the rest of the way myself.
Yes. All right then.
Hey, don't talk like that. Everyone, I'll be heading...
I'll continue searching for the ley line disruptors.
Are you feeling better now, Layla?
Yeah, I feel like some of the weight has been taken off my shoulders after chatting with Tainari. It's been a long time since I first left my hometown to come to the academia. All sorts of complex astrological models, countless quizzes, and when I was chosen as my Darshan's representative, it felt like another boulder was added to... Yeah, I think that's what Tainari was... You're our good friends, which is why you didn't stop him from dropping out of this...
That's right! No need to feel...
That said, he did also say that he hopes I could have more concrete... Anyway, I won't take up any more of your time.
True. We should go look for the others.
You could go see how Madame Farozan's doing.
Okay, let's go look for fun. Faruzan. Have you made any progress?
You're just in time. I'm about to start digging right here.
Oh, you found the ley line?
Such a simple problem could never Not long after entering the desert, I discovered a primal construct that was acting at. Once I got near here, it suddenly disappeared.
You're a true expert, Madam Faruzan.
Well, I do happen to have more experience than most.
Nope.
Well then, I suppose I'll be the first. Oh? And why's...
He's not used to being out in...
I didn't think he would have such a weakness. What about the others? Is that Ratawahist?
Tainari gave Layla some advice, and she seems to be doing a lot better now. Sino just started his search...
And what about Kaveh? Has he found a ley line to...
Paimon doesn't think so, or are
Strange. What's he lollygagging for? With his skills, you should... Well, I'm afraid the most thrilling moments are already...
Come on, stop following me! I already gave you all the food I had on me. You can cry all you want. I don't have any more food. All I have left is a half bottle of water, and I can't possibly give you... Without water, traveling in the desert will be incredibly difficult. And Mirak, can you help me out here? Keep them away.
Kaveh, there you are! Faruzan told us to come see how you're doing. What are you up to?
Just thinking about it makes me upset. Not long after I entered the desert, I was accosted by these fellows. I don't know why, but they didn't leave the competition grounds. And now the ley line disruptions have left them confused and circling around the area. The moment they saw me, they wouldn't leave me alone. They even cheated me out of my limited food supply. Hey, didn't I ask you to keep them away?
Kaveh, is this flying metal thingy yours?
That's right. This is my toolbox, Mirak.
Your toolbox? Huh. It seems pretty fancy.
Sometimes I need to carry things when I go out, so it's...
Well, this definitely doesn't look like an order.
It's a long story. When I was working in the desert, I ran into a merchant group who had a machine core they excavated from some tomb. It was clearly from King Deshret's civilization. His technology still isn't fully understood, and Khaenri'ah has many Our current theories cannot explain such mysteries. Upon seeing such a rare, complete specimen, some time back I wanted to make an automated case that could store my offloaded items. With that core, it can't understand commands that are too complex, but it can serve as my assistant. Most importantly, it can't talk, so it can't give me any attitude. Oh, yes. Thanks for helping hide the fact that I live at Alhatham's place early. I hope this season of my life ends. Things just started going downhill at some point. Maybe it all started when my mom remarried and left for Fontaine. Or maybe it all started when I spoke to Alhatham in the... Or maybe it's because constructing the Palace of Alcazar's burned through my funds. I'm still paying off the debt from that one. Now that I think about it, I guess it's not like any of you asked to be trapped in a ley line disruption. Okay, let me get you...
Kaveh, aren't you going to look for the ley...
Yes, but I can't just leave them here, can I? Oh, forget it. The more I think about this, the more I feel a headache coming on. I'll get back to... Time's a-wasting. I'm off.
Kaveh looks like he's conflicted. He really wants to win, but he can't ignore those he wants to help. Paimon's always felt like he's the type who easily gets himself into tough... Paimon doesn't mean this in an insulting way, but he seems like the kind of guy who'd be really easy to take advantage of. Whoa, someone's done already! Right? Wonder who it is.
want to meet a Nara.
Commit it to memory.
Verification complete. Congratulations.
Ooh, so Sino was the quickest.
I am from Spontamod, after all. We know a lot about ley lines, so finding a disruptor was never
Since the Traveler and Paimon also happen to be here, do you have anything you want to say?
anything I want to say. My friend couldn't continue on. The bonds of yesterday will forge the road to tomorrow. With the ties of friendship that bind us. That's a line from King of Invocations, one of my favorite works, and it sums up my thoughts right now.
It might be a good thing that Tighnari isn't here, or else he'd give Sino a good smack right about now.
Oh wow, it's already so late. Everyone's probably running low on food and water. It'll only get harder from here on out.
Something similar happened in King of Invocations. What a classic.
Any thoughts on that, Alhaitham?
I have no thoughts regarding
Nero obviously wasn't asking about that.
Deserts are much more dangerous at night, so this competition should be nearing its end. At the moment, only Farazan, Layla, and Kaveh remain.
I wonder who the next person to find a disruptor.
Wait, only 3 people are left? Tighnari forfeited.
He also forfeited not long ago.
Ugh, Paimon can't understand, but like Alhaitham said, this round's almost...
Not sweating too much, am I? Oh, it'd be so embarrassing if that was caught on camera.
The weather today might affect this round.
I see everything. Hello again. You know, it suddenly occurred to me that you guys have had to do a lot of running around this. Well, in that case, the desert's getting colder now that night's falling, and the wind can really sting your face because of all... has anyone
Sino's already shut one down. Have you?
I circled the whole area, but I didn't. But I did have the chance to. Well, my fellow Ritawahist members must have all put my name forward for different But be that as it may, I believe and I want to live up to their
Huh? But doesn't thinking like...
Of course, that comes with some. That may not sound like a huge difference to you, but
Well, that's great!
also, now that I've relaxed, I'm suddenly really sleepy. I think I'll just... But the competition isn't over yet. Oh, Layla. She's really abundant.
Wait, you're...
Good to see you too. Ooh, it's nice to be... Well, since I'm here, I guess I should help her finish this. What are we supposed to be doing? Let me see. Looks like she's basically gathered all the Come with me, you two. Do you ever get the feeling that the ley lines have a regular flow? Similar to the way that celestial bodies follow fixed orbits. If we were looking down from on high, I wonder whether we'd find that the ley lines are just the reflections of the stars upon the Earth. Not all astrological phenomena can be directly observed. Some are deductions based on other details that we know. It's the same situation with the ley lines. The parts of them that are hidden underground can be identified via elemental energy, sound, and other phenomena. Now that someone has shut one of the disruptors down, the contrast between before and after can provide me with further information still. Let me see. It should be here, I think. This should be it, right? I'll turn it off. That should restore the ley lines in the area.
Nice work!
Again, I didn't do any of the real work. I'm just wrapping. She'll probably wake up soon. No doubt she'll be a little disoriented at first, but once she's got her bearings, she'll... Will you be staying here for a while? Or are you going to check...
Oh, time to check our locator. Whoa, it looks like
Perhaps they're about to find the last disruptor. Also, speaking of
Why do you...
Before the second round, he had a chat with the other me. He said that worries can be like illnesses. They don't always have a magic cure. Sometimes you just have to endure them as best you can until they run their course. But the way I see it, his situation is much worse than my other self's. She just hadn't found what she wanted to do at the moment. Kaveh, meanwhile, knows what he wants to do. He's convinced that he has to win, and yet he still seems... He doesn't have a second personality, but somehow he still seems that he's at odds with himself in some way. I don't know exactly how to describe it. It's like he's smiling on the outside, but there's no joy inside. Still, who knows? He must be more experienced than me. Maybe he's just better at dealing with it all than I am. But back to the topic of wrapping up.
Oh, true. Okay, then. Kaveh and Faruzan were super confident at the start. But between the two of them...
Worthless!
It should be around here.
Finally found it.
Kaveh?
Oh, Madame Faruzan. And here I thought you...
Faruzan! Kaveh! Oh, looks like Layla's...
I didn't expect that you and I would find a disruptor at the same time. How are the other contestants doing?
Tighnari and Hat Guy forfeited, while Sino and Layla are already done. Huh? That's weird.
Yes, I kept digging, but instead of finding a disruptor, I found a ruin. I fell down pretty deep, and it was completely dark in there. It took me quite some time to unlock the various mechanisms and return to the surface.
That's... actually...
Finishing a week's worth of trials in such a short time. Huh. That's pretty amazing, Madame Far...
What about you? Why are you so late?
I encountered a lot of lost desert foxes along the way, and I brought them to the outskirts of the competition zone. When I came back, I was absolutely parched. And then I blacked out. Probably when I woke up, it was already night. I used the last of my strength to come here.
A most curious reason indeed. But are you sure you're all right? You said you were familiar with the desert. But the way you handled problems...
It was problematic, but that had nothing to do with me being a genius. The way I did things wasn't optimal, but I wouldn't have been comfortable not...
Youths these days. But back to the main issue at hand. Since we are both very certain that this is where the final leyline disruptor is, let's dig it up then. Well, this is indeed it. Of that there isn't... What is it, youngster?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that this round's... There shouldn't be any more innocent creatures getting wrapped up in danger. As for the points, I guess we can draw lots again later.
All right. In that case, let's all head back to our...
Looks Looks like the second round is over. I wonder who is faster, Kaveh or Madame Farazan? Huh? Where's Madame Farazan?
She went to get water. She'll be back shortly. We basically arrived at the same time, so we'd like to...
You get caught up in something so easily, like
I'm not caught up in anything! Don't make it sound like I take pleasure in having...
Really? Then should I say that you have a curious affinity for drawing lots?
I'll go get the box and slips of paper for the lots. Please wait a moment.
Oh, here we go again.
I got it! Did you see that?
Congratulations!
Looks like Kaveh's luck's taking a turn.
Finally!
It looks like you've been rewarded for your tribulations in the desert. This round's...
And with that, our second round is done. As for the current standings, let me see. Sino and Layla both have 4 points, putting them both in first place. The rest in descending order are Tighnari, Farazan, Kaveh, and Hakai. The next round will be the final one. Please rest up before then, everyone. I heard that some stalls at the Wisdom Gala are debuting new games, so feel free to...
It feels like something's been on your mind this entire time.
Traveler, Paimon. I finally found you.
Finally?
Don't you feel like there's something off about this year's academia? When Candace and I were at the cafe earlier, we might have caught sight of some mercs on business, but no disguise can mask the stench of blood. Just from their suspicious looks, I bet they do dirt.
We eavesdropped on them for a while. Their target...
Sachin? Isn't that the person who Karina mentioned? He's apparently the sponsor behind the competition prizes.
Sounds like a rich person, all right. The Eremites have been struggling to make ends meet recently. So a lot of, in their words, one gig sets you up for half a year. Just one job like this nets them enough mora to take it easy for a while.
The extravaganza has brought many tourists to Sumeru City all at once. So it's Dia and I wanted to directly capture them, but they were on guard and made some excuse to...
I would have tied him up if it wouldn't have caused a scene. Who's legally supposed to take care of this kind of thing? The Matra or the Core of 30?
If Sino were here, he'd definitely get involved. Thanks a million, you two.
Not at all. It was coincidence.
Yeah, don't sweat it. The Eremite's reputation is gonna get... but this is Sumeru City. Candace and I don't have as much freedom to act here, so we're
Should you require our aid, come find...
Paimon's noticed that something's bugging you. Is it the extravaganza? 'Cause... but thinking like this isn't... Hey! Isn't that the Matra we invested?
Hello, both. It's been a while. Someone's planning to kidnap Sachin. Goodness. Though I suppose it's not all that... The growing popularity of the extravaganza has given him quite the reputation boost as it's...
Well, since he's got a target on his back now...
To tell you the truth, we've thought about doing just that. However, Sachin apparently prefers to spend most of his time out doing field work, and hardly ever comes back. Our only lead is something he once said. Each time the Inter-Darshan Championship is held, assuming he remains committed to that promise, then he must be right here in the city somewhere. I suspect that the Eremites in question must have heard about that as...
So, they shouldn't know where Sachin is...
I would assume not. Anyway, don't you worry. A couple of kidnappers aren't gonna get very... All of that said, if you're interested in Sachin's... The sooner we ascertain his whereabouts, the quicker we can act...
Fair point. Guess we should start searching for him too.
None, I'm afraid. He's never committed any crimes or broken I've heard that Alhaitham has now stepped down from his post as acting Grand Sage.
Good idea! Okay, we'll head back to the extravaganza.
Hatham?
We're trying to track down someone and we need him to—
Oh, I see. Sorry, I don't— He's always the first to leave after the competition ends, and he never tells anyone—
Huh.
Let me think. To be honest, to him, being a commentator is just extra work he was roped into. Do you guys know—
Ooh, maybe. Paimon remembers that his house isn't that far from here. Let's try knocking. No answer? Maybe no one's home. Hello? Alhaitham?
Oh, it's you two?
Oh, Kaveh, you're home!
Come on in, I'll get the door for—
We didn't hear a peep when we first knocked. We thought no one was home.
Well, I can't be too careful. If someone from the academia came here looking for Alhaitham, and I opened the door—
You're pretty conscientious about this, huh? So, what happens if someone comes inside?
It's fine, as long as I stay in my own room. Anyway, why would someone just barge in here looking for him?
Fair enough.
What do you think? Who knows what he does in his free time? All that matters to me is that he's out of the— I wouldn't call it that. He's just incapable of saying anything. I told him how the second round went. I won the lot draw, remember? Because of good karma, of course. My luck's on the rise. But him, being him— oh, you wouldn't believe what he said after— You're always quick to remind me that you're my upperclassman, and yet you do not problem solve in the manner becoming of an upperclassman. This begs the question of why— And he didn't stop there. He said, I'd encourage you to reflect on why you've ended up having to rely on luck every round. Frankly, it's incomprehensible to me how you've managed to make it to this age without acknowledging the proverbial elephant.
Yeah, that does sound like something Alhaitham—
I've had it with him. Every time I talk to him, it's the same way. Anyway, the disdain is very much mutual between us, so see those perfectly hung paintings on the walls? They're coming with me too.
Wait, you're moving out already? But the competition—
Well, obviously I can't just yet. I'm just packing early to get— I've got my new place picked out already. The moment I have my hands on the— I now know what I have to do to achieve this goal.
Well, we'll be rooting for you. Layla said that she thinks—
Meaning what exactly?
Oh, we didn't say that. But think about it.
Wait, what's so unusual about all that? I gave you my reasons. I would have felt guilty. Well, when you put it like that, yes, why indeed?
But thinking like that all the time must make your life so exhausting. Not to mention that by helping out—
It's complicated. Look, let's maybe— Sachin. Huh. He did actually mention a Sachin recently. I remember he brought a few documents home that day. This is the one.
You sure he'd be okay?
With taking liberties? He's certainly okay with helping himself. And anyway, he did ask me if I wanted to read his notes. I didn't see the point at the time, so he doesn't leave documents lying around unless he's—
Cool, if you say so. That was a lot of So, to sum up, Sachin put the academe. He even said that if he really liked one of the contestants.
What? Are you serious? All of Sachin's wealth, that's more than I could spend in a lifetime, surely. Heck, if I got chosen, I'd be able to pay off all my debts. I could build another Palace of Alcazar's array. Except this time, I'd make it 10 times big. Oh, then there's that new project in Port Ormos, of course. The bridge renovation.
Hey, snap out of it!
You're right. First, I need to focus.
Huh? Wait a moment. Did Alhaitham write this? It looks like Sachin dead or alive, unknown. And some of this stuff is just plain incomprehensible.
Let me see. Huh. I reckon. Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. That's a rough translation, anyway. I can't guarantee it's 100% accurate. There's another, smaller line of text underneath.
Wow, it's so cool!
We worked together on a project once when we were students. The title was Decoding the Runes and Architectural Philosophy of the Ruins of King Deshret's Civilization.
Oh, interesting.
Who knows?
Fair enough. Well, guess we've learned all we can. Yeah, he better catch those crooks.